Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them all dressed like $1 million, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey, listen, Steve Harvey, why don't you join me? Steve Harvey, get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, join in with me. Come with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on, yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. I know y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. Y'all listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. I was had my head down, and I was thinking of what I wanted to say this morning, but it kind of it's kind of be something I've lived for a long time, and you know, for a long time, you know, I had a lot of faith in people. You know, it's strange too because my mother was a Sunday school teacher, so of course I grew up around it, knowing scriptures and things like that. Not a lot of them, but you know, the ones I retained. But having her as a mother was a huge help in understanding about faith. But even with that, as I grew up, I began to put a lot of faith in people. And, you know, I figured, you know, just like everybody else, you know, man, if I could just meet this person, or if I could just sit down with that person, or man, if I could just get this person to hear my idea, or man, if this person could hear my track, or man, if I could just get this in the hands of somebody in the know. I was like everybody else. I thought that way. You know, I actually thought that if I could get in a certain situation with a certain person, that if a certain person were to meet me, that, you know, it could change everything for me. Oh, man. Oh, how wrong I was. Oh, how wrong I was. How long did I spend feeling that way? And how many of you out there possibly have felt that way before? You know, like even in a relationship, this is the person for me. And, you know, you just lay claim to that. You know, not necessarily being a fact, but you just lay claim to it. This is the person for me. This is the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with. You know, sometimes, you know, we just lay claim to stuff, and it's not always what's in our best interest, or it's not always a fact. It's just what we decided we wanted. And I was guilty of that just like anybody else. And I spent a lot of years in my life putting faith in people. Man, if I could tell you anything this morning, it's to stop putting your faith in people and put your faith in God where it counts the most. I mean, you can get something out of this one. See, here's the deal about a relationship with God. It's the same all the time. He never changes. His word is 100% absolute. His word doesn't have loopholes in it. None of that. This is what it is. He's very clear. Now, you can deviate off your end of the bargain, but it don't stop what he says from being true. But if he asks you to do something, if God asks you to be a certain way, to do a little something a certain way, and you don't do it that way, then, you could still possibly get by for a while, but don't you understand that his end of the deal stays the same? And as long as you're not doing it the way you're supposed to, the results are not going to be what you want it to be. And I did this for years and years and years, and I counted on people. And, I got myself in a lot of situations, and I got out a dire situation that I'd been in for a number of years, but he had protected me from years prior to that. I didn't even know what was going on. And then he made me aware of the problem. And then, man, Lord have mercy, I was in a dismal situation. And then at the end of the year, I was free from it all. But it was a decision that I had made that led up to that. And in going through that process, I had to learn something, man. I learned a lot about people. See, if you want to learn about your friends, if you want to learn about your people around you, get yourself in some trouble. Get yourself in a situation. Oh, man, you start looking around, man, the field get real clear when you're in trouble. The field clears out when you're in doubt, when you don't know what to do, when you need help. It get real clear on the playing field then, don't it? Oh, but when things is going right, it's time for a party. We throwing a celebration. We gonna do one down here. Oh man, there's plenty of people on the field. But get yourself in a situation. You find out rather quickly that oh no, everybody ain't here. And that's when I started learning. And I'm telling you, I had to start learning this for real until I finally got it. To stop putting my faith in people and put all of mine in God where it counts the most. Now, is that to say that there are people that you can't trust? No, that's not what I'm saying. I ain't say you can't trust them, but you can't dump your faith in them. I got it all riding on what he say. I got it all riding on what she say. No, I hear you saying it. But I'm going to keep my eye on this situation because I hear you saying it. But I'm going to take this faith of mine, and instead of putting it in people, I'm going to put it in God where it counts the most. Because his word is absolute. What he say he going to do, he going to do. What he say he's not going to tolerate, he's not going to tolerate. Now, you can make it tolerable for yourself, but he's not going to tolerate it. And that's just the end of the line. And so, I'm wondering how many people out there find themselves in a situation like me, or maybe you've gotten yourself in a situation because you put your faith in some people and now you wound up in a different type of situation. Now let me ask you, where them people at? See, every person that I had put my faith in, when I got in trouble, when I got down, I couldn't find them people. Nowhere. I didn't see a lifeline. I didn't see a, hey man, we coming to get you. I didn't see none of that. No, sir. The only one that I found when I was in my deepest trouble, when me and my wife were in our darkest situation, was God. It was the only one. It was the only one who was just right there all the way through. I mean, comforting us, consoling us, putting his arms around us, tucking us under his wings, all of that. It was just him. It was just him. And I'm asking any of you to just do the same. If you look around at the people that you put your faith in and you got in a situation because you had some faith in some people, when you got in that situation, where were those people? Where were they? Nowhere to be found. I've yet to find those people when I get in trouble. And so I'm asking you, why would you put your faith there when instead you could put your faith in God where it counts the most? And he's always there. Now, let me explain something to you. Because you have this relationship with God, it does not mean now that it won't still be a situation. You understand? But what he will do is protect you during that period. He'll cover you during that period that it is a situation. He will give you the strength to overcome the situation when it turns into a situation. Then when he cracks it open for you and the sun is bright and shining, what he don't want you to do is when it gets sunny again to forget about him who was there when it was dark for you. see. I used to do that too. I did it. I'm telling you right now, I did it. But I'm telling you, man, when I learned a very serious lesson, and I watched some people I thought were friends of mine just sort of casually remove themselves from the situation, then I said, okay. Me and Marjorie looked around. We said, okay, it's just me, you, and God. And we started conducting ourselves accordingly. So when it's sunny for us, we remember God. We stay prayerful. We keep talking to him. We thank him for the sunshine. We thank him for the dark days that he allowed us who allowed us to survive it and turn it into sunny days. And we talk to him constantly to protect us of our future enemies. And that's what the deal is. So if I was everybody, I would stop putting your faith in people and put your trust in God, where it really does count the most. It really, really does.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen closely. Get up for the downstroke. Everybody get up. Get up on the downstroke. Everybody get up. Dum 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 dum. Hey. Everybody get up. Good morning, Shirley Strawberry.
Good morning, Steve Harvey.
Carla Farrell.
Good morning, Steve. What's up?
Lil Pimp Jr.
Morning, Unc.
Ignorant ass Tommy.
In the building, baby.
All day.
That's our show.
That's our show. Thank y'all for joining us.
Lil
See
Pimp
y'all
Jr.
tomorrow.
Lil Pimp Jr.
LPJ, Lil Pimpin' Jr.
And then IAT.
IAT, I ate. Ignorant ass Tommy.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah.
You're in a good mood today, Steve, huh?
Yep, TDS.
What's TDS?
Dat Dam Steve. Matter of fact, DDS. Let's just go and keep it real proper. Dat Dam Steve.
Yeah.
Damn,
Okay.
That damn Steve.
Yeah, Dat Dam Steve. Yeah, man.
That's so how we say it, too.
I'm in a good mood because you know why, man? Because, man, hell, I ain't in front of the Congress testifying.
You're not on Capitol Hill, huh?
Man,
Yeah, ain't in jail.
Well, they wouldn't believe you anyway. They would call you a convicted liar anyway, every chance they got. Man.
Not out on bail.
Way to hang in there, Cohen.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He's not a punk now.
You know what, man? This country, man, we are so divided. We are so dead set on position, power, and money. I saw it today. I didn't watch the whole testimony because I had things to do.
Because it was 7 hours
yesterday.
long.
Yeah, but I watched it yesterday what I could. And I came home and watched the news. And it was amazing, man, how this country operates. The Democrats asked him every question they could about Trump. Every Republican had but one job, to call him repeatedly a liar in every kind of way to go. You're a pathological liar.
Credit
So
him.
you don't know the truth from a lie. Wait a minute. Okay, cool. But are you going to ask him anything about Trump?
Nah.
No, that's not. That was not their
Not
mission. Steve.
one Republican asked him anything that would have given him the opportunity to say anything disparaging about Donald Trump. It was sick to watch.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
They
it
should
was
have been
bad.
at the Oscars.
Yeah.
Best lead in the drama.
Yeah,
and the
they
Oscar
really
goes
should
to
have.
the GOP.
And the Oscars goes
And
to.
the winner goes to.
Yeah,
The GOP.
yeah.
There
I
was
mean, at
no
least-
searching for the truth from them.
And what did Cohen have to lose? He repeatedly said, I'm going to jail. I've answered to these accusations. He knows that he perjured himself. All right, coming up at 32 after the hour, we're going to do Ask Steve Part 2.
Okay.
And then we have get ready, Steve. Then we have a big announcement for our early risers. We're going to talk about the Sand and Soul Festival. All that's coming up right
Better
after
get
this.
your life right.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, coming up at the top of the hour in national news, we will talk about Michael Cohen's 7-hour-plus testimony on Capitol Hill yesterday, where he said that the president lied about hush money payments. He also talked about the Moscow Project and WikiLeaks, and that the president is a con man. Don't worry, we're going to talk about all of this, okay? But first, Steve, people are ready to plan for their vacation this year. So let's tell our early risers about your huge Sand and Soul Festival extension.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Tell them.
Columbus Day weekend.
Yes.
October what, Shirley?
October 10th through the 14th, sir.
Say it again, Shirley.
October 10th through the 14th, yeah.
Listen to me. Sand and Soul Festival kicks off now. For early morning riders, in case you've been missing it, I have extended the $99 special.
Wow.
You can reserve your room today, right now, for just $99. Sand and Soul will be at the beautiful Hard Rock Hotel in Punta Cana, the Dominican Republic, baby, better known as the DR. All inclusive. Your room is included, all rooms come with jacuzzi baths and balconies. Every last room
Every last one of them.
comes with 24-hour free room service,
Yes, Lord.
24-hour food, all food included, all drinks included, 13 swimming pools, 195, I think that is, balls.
I've
Yes,
made almost
baby.
half.
All I think it's, 375 balls.
Come on now. Yes.
It is everything. Unlimited credit at the gift shop. Resort credit. The spa is really, really gorgeous.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Marjorie loved it. She went there, participated in everything. She doing spa day.
That's how you do it, Steve.
It's just a really, really great time, y'all. We had a good time. If you go online to SteveHarveySandandSoul.com, everybody, you can reserve your spot for $99 and make payments.
Come on and kick it with us, y'all.
And make payments.
Yes.
Now, y'all listen to me. Here's the beautiful part. I only have the Hard Rock Hotel. So before we have to open up another hotel, get your reservation so you don't wind up down the street nowhere.
Yes. We want you there with us.
Everybody.
Yes.
Kicking it.
I've extended it. I've got the whole hotel this time. They love the audience. They said, Mr. Harvey, we will give you the entire hotel. Your audience is the type of people that we want to have on our property. I could not be more proud of the way my people were at that event. Classy, fun, no stress.
Grown
We had
and
a
sexy.
great time. It was sexy. It was grown up. And it was always something to do. I looked at some of the pictures because, I can't go to all events, right? Because I got things to do, like golf. And, that's what I'm over.
That's top priority.
Yes.
A major priority for me. Golf course was nice. But I looked at, man, it was foam parties in the pool. It was
Oh, we had
We hosted that.
Yeah,
we hosted the phone
Yes.
What
party.
are they
We
doing?
had so much fun.
I had everything.
All these people, where did foam come from?
It was fun.
I was going, what the hell happened? Yeah, man, there was a lot going on, man. So we've extended it to
Till tomorrow, Friday at midnight.
Friday at midnight. Okay, y'all, listen to me. Y'all want to go have a good time? Sand and Soul Festival was out of sight. We got great entertainment. You're going to meet the morning crew. I'm doing a couple of motivational speeches there to help you learn the principles of success, get the right mindset. Other than that,
Then what are we going to be doing other than that?
I really ain't
chill.
trying to teach you nothing. I don't give a damn if you learn how to tie scarves. We ain't doing nothing. This ain't no
On the
cruise
beach.
ship. This ain't no cruise ship. We ain't in here skeet shooting and none of that.
Ain't gonna
Man,
make
take
it.
your ass down to that casino, do yourself some gambling, try to win yourself some money. That's what I'm going to be doing.
Yeah, we got entertainment,
Yeah, man.
comedy,
All day.
music, everything.
$99, y'all. Come on, sell this thing out so we can have a good time with
yeah.
each other at the Hard Rock Casino.
That's right. $99 special till tomorrow, Friday at midnight, October 10th through the 14th.
Man, so we
go
can
to
talked all the way through the ass, Steve.
go to SteveHarveySandandSoul.com to reserve your spot right now.
Oh,
All right, now it's
Ready?
time to play part 2 of
Oh,
Ask
okay,
Steve.
wait a
Part
minute.
1 was yesterday. Yes, just
I got scared.
no. We got you. We
All
got
right, let's
you.
go.
All right, come on, Carla. You asked the first question. Let's go.
All right, Steve. What was your last dream you remember?
Really?
My last, like dream
You
of
go
what I
sleep?
wanted to be.
No, just your dream when you went to
When
sleep.
you went to
Dream,
sleep.
sleep. Let's
Everything
take it
ain't
now.
gotta be
You
deep.
overthinking. Let's
No,
go.
hell, no dream. My last dream.
That's
I
dream when you
had-
go to sleep. Night. Your dream.
I
What was your last
was
dream you
last
remember?
night,
Okay,
Okay.
what'd you
and
dream about?
I got up in the middle of it because I'm grown. But I dreamed I was urinating outside.
Got to get up.
I got up right away because
Got
back
to
when I
get
was
up.
little, I didn't get up.
Okay, I'll take that
Right.
back. Go ahead and overthink it. Go ahead and overthink it.
Yeah, I caught
No, that's
myself
good,
too,
that's
man. I caught myself. That was pretty good.
All right,
That was
come
my
on,
dream
Tommy.
last night.
All right, I got one. Let's see.
Thank you.
What annoys Steve Harvey?
What really annoys me
Yeah.
is people who don't know what they talking about, but steady commenting on it. I can't stand that, man.
That annoys you.
Especially
Okay.
towards me. If you don't know me, man,
Well, we knew that.
man, get your ass on somewhere.
All right.
Fix your damn life. Quit trying to destroy mine. And the effort you put into destroy mine, you can spend that time fixing yours. You might have something.
I could see how that would be annoying and get on your nerves.
Gets on
Okay.
your last damn nerve.
And, okay, in our last 30 seconds, Junior, ask him a quick question.
Who was the last person to text you up?
Let me see.
Hurry.
What the hell all I got to do is look on my phone.
Yeah.
My daughter,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
this morning. too.
All right, we got to go. Thank you,
She
Steve.
wanted something.
Coming up next, it is the nephew and
Thanks
Run
for
That
bringing
Prank
it
Back.
up, Junior.
Run That Prank Back with the nephew right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, guys, in entertainment news, Marlon and Jackie Jackson, they're going to talk to Gayle King, or they did talk to Gayle King about the controversial Leaving Neverland documentary. Plus, in national news, President's former lawyer Michael Cohen's public testimony yesterday. Cohen said the president is a con man, a cheat, and he lied about hush money and knew about stolen emails. Ooh, we'll get into that. But right now, the nephew is here so we can get into that Run That Prank Back. What you got for us, Neff?
Side job cleaning. Yeah. Let's run it right now.
Yeah.
Side job cleaning.
Hey, Pastor Williams.
Hardware store, this is Robbie. How can I help you?
Robbie, I'm trying to get a order in for some construction supplies I need to pick up.
That's fine. What's your company?
Roofing company?
Roofing company. Okay. Have we done business with you before?
No, you haven't. This is my first time calling. I heard you guys were pretty good.
Appreciate the compliment.
Okay. Now listen, I need to get this as soon as possible, man. Can I possibly pick up these supplies like in the next couple of hours?
Well, normally it don't work that fast. It's kind of a quick turnaround. We got a little bit of a backup, but I can do my best. It just depends on what you need.
Okay. Here's what I need, man. I need 5 rolls of duct tape.
Okay, that's no problem. That's quick.
Okay, I need plastic, man. Listen, if you was gonna wrap up something in plastic that's like about 6'2" in height and 200 pounds, how much plastic you think I would need to wrap that up in?
Okay, just a second. You're asking for plastic, like a roll of plastic?
Yeah, but I need to wrap up something that's 6'2" and like 210 pounds.
I probably would get about 4 yards of plastic.
Okay, I need to get that. Now let me ask you this here. If you was gonna try to put some cement on that to hold it down, how much cement you think will hold that down?
I'm a little confused. You're running a roofing company, right?
Yeah, I'm a roofing company, but I'm doing a little side work for some friends of mine.
Oh, okay. I just got a little confused because you told me this is Tyler's Roofing Company. No problem. We got cement. Wait a minute. You're trying to hold something down?
I'm trying to hold something down. So how many bags of cement do you think I need to hold down something that's 220 pounds?
Wow. I don't know. 8 bags?
8 bags. 8 bags.
8 bags I would recommend at least.
Okay. Give me 8 bags of cement. Now, this is something else I want to ask you. Do you have anything any type of cleaner, man, that can get paint off the floor?
Yeah, we got industrial cleaners. I mean, we have all kinds of industrial cleaners that. Well, you said paint? Is it paint or blood?
Paint.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I've got industrial cleaners of all kinds. I mean, do you have a preference?
No, just whatever you could throw in there. I need that. Now, let me ask you this here. Do you have anything that can, like, just kill a smell? You know what I'm saying? If you don't want something to smell, you got anything for that?
Wait a minute. Did something die in your place? Is this somebody? Is there an animal or something you found? I mean, I'm kind of confused. You're talking about smell and cleaning up. Did you find some sort of animal on a construction site?
Hey, Robbie, listen, man. Just take the order. That's all I need you to do, okay?
Okay, no, I'm sorry. I wasn't asking your business. I just was a little concerned. What are we getting? What are we cleaning up, and what are we? I mean, I guess are we cleaning up tile floor? Are we cleaning up carpet? I mean, what's the cleaner for? Where's the odor?
Okay, sir. All I'm asking you is, do you have something strong enough? Like, do you think ammonia can keep a smell down? What do I need to keep a smell down?
Well, you're definitely going to need ammonia. I mean, you got to get something to just scrub that right down, because wherever that scent is, if it's in the walls, if you got fabrics in that place, I mean, wherever you got it, you're probably going to have to have a different type of deodorizer, something for the carpet, something for the walls. I mean, I guess I'm just kind of confused as to where the scent's coming from. And
right, don't worry about all that, man. Hey, man, listen, just write down what the order is, okay?
I got it. I got the 5 rolls of duct tape. I got the 4 yards of plastic. I got the 8 bags of cement. I got the industrial cleaner. I got the ammonia. I'm typing it all in. I've got your order.
Okay, let me ask you this here, man. Do y'all have any type of machete, anything that's real sharp that can cut?
What? Okay, hold on a second. Now you're completely off base. You do realize you call the hardware store, right?
I'm calling the hardware store because I need some supplies, man. I'm doing some job on the side. I need some supplies.
Hey, I get that. You said that already, but what I'm confused about is now you're asking for a weapon. What would you use a machete for? I mean, you're talking about what? You're going to chop down some brush? I don't get it. What's the machete for?
Hey, man, listen. Your job is to take the order, man. That's your job, Robbie.
Don't tell me what my job is. I know what my job is. This is my store, man. Okay, I've been working here a lot longer than you even can imagine. And people don't call up asking for ammonia and cleaner and trying to get a smell out. I mean, I'm trying to figure out how best to help you. I'm sorry, but I'm trying to figure out.
What you're doing, Robbie, is you're being nosy. You're being nosy. All you got to do is fill the order and have it done in 2 hours when I get there. That's all you got to do.
I can't do that in 2 hours. I can't even. We're backed up at this point. I'm not even sure I can get this done. Maybe tomorrow morning. Does tomorrow morning work for you?
No, man. I got to get rid of this body. I got to get rid of this package today.
Whoa! I need to call. Listen, I need to call the policeman. You just said body.
Hey,
earlier you said blood.
That right there. That's the problem. White people always want to call the police when it ain't got nothing to do with them. Listen, all you need to do is fill the order.
Okay. Listen, I need to tell you something, okay? And I don't know if you found a body. I don't know if you're responsible for the body. Either way, I don't want to be any part of this business, okay? I don't know what you're planning or where you're trying to bury this thing, but you're basically asking me to be an accomplice to something that's none of my business. Hey, I need your name right now, okay?
I'm not giving you my name.
You said you called from roofing. Hey, listen to me. You said you're calling from roofing company. Are you?
I'm not. Hey, man, let me tell you something. Why you white folks always trying to be authoritative like that? Why you always acting like
white
that?
Folks? What is your problem? It's not about white folks. It's not about purple, green, black, blue, whatever. It's not about white. It's about you asking for that sounds like you're trying to bury a body. Okay, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Are you? And if you're not, what is your name? I need your name. I need your name right now.
Hey, man, well, first of all, you at work. You ain't supposed to be talking to me like this.
I don't care if I'm swearing at work. My coworkers, the people here, they all know who I am, and they know if I was talking to some piece of you, that I'd be talking like this too. Okay? I'm gonna trace this call. You hear me? I'm gonna trace this call. I'm gonna get the cops on your and figure out who the you are.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Since you want to know who I am, do you know Marcus?
I know Marcus. I know Marcus. He works here.
Okay.
I know him.
Okay, Marcus is who got me to call you. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Robbie, you just got pranked by your coworker, Marcus.
You have got to be kidding me. Son of Marcus, I see you over there. I see you, little. I can't believe that. You son of a Marcus. Why don't you tell me this? Steve Harvey Morning Show.
He got you, baby. Hey, I got to ask you, Robert, you got to tell me this, man. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
That's easy. Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Side job clean.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Side job
Too
clean.
much.
Okay.
Always.
Side job cleaning.
All right,
Oh,
listen, we're
goodness.
moving on from that. Coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment news. Marlon and Jackie Jackson respond to the Leaving Neverland documentary. And in national news, Michael Cohen's testimony on Capitol Hill yesterday. All that coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Marlon and Jackie Jackson spoke with Gayle King on CBS this morning and responded to the controversial Leaving Neverland documentary. Both Marlon and Jackie Jackson stressed that Michael had only good intentions when he had young boys share his bed. Marlon says the public drew the wrong conclusions from Michael having children sleep over at Neverland. Take a listen.
But when you phrase that, sharing his bed, young kids they have sleep up, camp out, and just, everybody just lay in the bed and fall asleep. His kids were there. Tarzan were little at the time, and they all fall asleep in the bed and watching movies. And so you can twist it saying sharing his bed, but it makes you think something else.
Mm-hmm. Man, I think this documentary, man, is really just a disgrace to discredit this guy. They waited all these years. Them people could have came forward before, but they would have had to prove and show documentation and stuff like that. I knew him really, really well, man.
Yeah, you did.
That's not what that man was about.
But this guy, the one, the Robson guy, he said before that Michael did nothing to him. And now in this Leaving, he changed
One of the
it.
accusers, Wade Robson.
Yeah, Wade Robson. Yeah, that's his name. I knew the last name. But yeah, at first, initially, he said Michael didn't do anything.
Are you talking about the one whose father was a dentist?
No, not him.
Okay, because he discredited all of it.
Yeah.
He came out and discredited and said he was sorry and apologized.
Wow.
That was a thing going on. Now they come out with this documentary trying to make some money.
Yeah.
After this man done passed. This right here, they trumping up charges on this one, man.
All right, let's hear what Jackie Jackson said, Steve. He said that Michael had the right intentions when he had kids stay over at Neverland. Check it out.
When we grew up coming up, traveling on the road, we was older. Marlon and Michael was much younger. They never had a regular childhood life. Michael always had been a kid at heart. Always. He loved Disneyland. He loved those. So he tried to create that world himself. He loved that world. He loved making kids happy.
Okay. These are his brothers.
Look, man, I can
right?
attest to that. He invited me down to watch him shoot the Rock My World video.
I remember that, Steve. Mm-hmm.
And man, his whole trailer was Disney with his kids.
I remember.
I sat on the mushroom stool in the trailer. My big ass sitting up on this mushroom stool, and them two little kids ran through, and I Michael, who these little kids in here, dressed like Hansel and Gretel? What is happening?
Paris and Prince Michael.
That's how he laughed at you, see?
Those are my children. I said, man, I'm sorry, I hadn't seen them in a while.
Two little white kids.
No, man, I said, hey, man, who these little white kids keep running through here dressed like Hansel and Gretel? You're so crazy.
I remember that, Steve.
No, man, I seen this dude, man. I watched this guy, man. I went to when I took him to church.
Oh yeah, Fame
down there at Chip Mary's church.
Fame.
And I went to pick him up. He had bought out the top floor of a hotel. The whole suite was turned into ducks and swans on the wall. All this here, cause he was tired of driving from a Neverland.
Yeah.
I've been around the guy, man. I'm telling you, man, it's one of the most brilliant, kind-heartedest guys in the world, man. People took his love of kids the wrong way, That's all it was.
That's what his brothers are saying.
Yeah, and
Oh,
Oprah,
man,
Steve, is going to interview his accusers, Michael's accusers, Wade Robson and James Safechuck, on her own network immediately after Monday night's conclusion of the documentary, Leaving Neverland. All right, so now it's time. We're going to move on, Steve. Time for headlines now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Thanks, guys. This is Ann Tripp with the news. Well, it's over. President Trump and North Korea's Kim Jong-un really got into their negotiations on denuclearization yesterday. At one point, the North Korean leader supposedly expressing optimism about the summit's outcome, but by the end of the day, the White House announced no agreement had been made. The president said, well, sometimes you have to walk away. Meanwhile, President Trump's longtime lawyer and fixer, Michael Cohen, was on Capitol Hill testifying before the House Oversight and Reform Committee yesterday. Cohen accused the president of engaging in an expansive pattern of lies and criminality. He said that Trump lied to the public about business interests in Russia, about stolen Democratic emails, and he told California Representative Jackie Speier that he was instructed to lie and also threaten people a lot.
How many times did Mr. Trump ask you to threaten an individual or entity on his behalf?
Quite a few times.
50 times?
More.
100 times?
More.
200 times?
More.
500 times?
Probably. Over the 10 years.
Over the 10 years.
And when you say threaten, I'm talking with litigation or an argument with a nasty reporter that is writing an article.
About Mr. Trump, Michael Cohen said, quote, he is a racist. He is a con man. He is a cheat. Michael Cohen's pled guilty to lying under oath to Congress. He says he did so to protect the president, but he says, quote, I am not protecting Mr. Trump anymore. When asked about direct collusion, though, between the Trump campaign and Russia for the campaign against Hillary Clinton, he said he didn't have any evidence of it. Cohen's to appear before the House Intelligence Committee later on today, but that one's going to be a closed-door hearing. The newly democratically controlled House of Representatives voted yesterday to require background checks on all firearm sales and transfers, including those online and at gun shows. And the House also expected to consider a measure that would extend the review period for background checks from 3 to 10 years. However, neither new gun measure is expected to be approved by either the Senate, which is controlled by Republicans, or the Republican president, Mr. Trump. Here's another story from the state that brought you Stand Your Ground and George Zimmerman. This time, Lakeland, Florida, cops arrested an 11-year-old little black boy who argued with a substitute teacher who tried to make him recite the Pledge of Allegiance. The sixth grader said he wouldn't because he said both the flag and the Pledge of Allegiance were racist. However, Anna Alvarez wouldn't let up. She called the police, who took the child to a juvenile detention center. School officials suspended the child for 3 days. Again, this child's 11 years old. His mother is demanding that the charges against his son be dropped. It turns out that the substitute, Anna Alvarez, was wrong. A spokesperson for the school district says students are not required to participate in the pledge. In fact, the Supreme Court ruled in 1943 that kids didn't have to do it. She doesn't teach for that district anymore. This is Ann Tripp. Back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Michael Cohen's testimony in front of the House Oversight Committee was full of drama. Cohen repeatedly accused President Trump of being a con man. He accused him of being a cheat, and he said he lied about hush money and knew about stolen emails. Cohen also went into significant detail about how he handled payoffs for Trump's alleged affairs with Stormy Daniels and Karen McDougal. Cohen had receipts in which Mr. Trump signed a $35,000 check for hush money reimbursement. And he also suggested that negotiations for a Trump property in Russia extended well into the 2016 campaign and even after Trump became president. So why did Michael Cohen lie to Congress before? Take a listen.
The lies that I told to Congress benefited Mr. Trump. It was in furtherance of my protection of Mr. Trump. And I am not protecting Mr. Trump anymore.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now he's telling the truth.
Drop the mic.
Yeah. And he's going to prison.
Makes sense.
It does. Yeah. It makes sense. Michael Cohen said his loyalty to the president cost him everything. He's been disbarred. He's going to jail.
Lost it all.
Yeah, his family's been threatened, he said. He said he can't even walk out in public with his family now. His family has to walk ahead of him. I mean, just his life has been turned upside down. I mean, he committed a crime for sure.
Look, all of these Republicans that's steady trying to discredit him and call him a liar, these are the same people, the exact same body, Senate hearings, that interviewed mobsters who had committed far worse crimes than Michael Cohen, who had murdered people, kidnapped people, mutilated people, and they took their word to get at the bigger fish / crime boss. They took all their words.
You mean the informants? Yeah.
Oh yeah, because that's how you bring down the bigger fish with informants. You make drug boys flip so you can get to the cartel members.
Right.
That's
Right,
how
the
it's
suppliers.
done.
Yeah.
Now, all of a sudden, they don't want to hear from you because you told some lies about your personal finances and stuff. Hey, man, if somebody came to me and said, Steve, you finna go to jail, did you take the money? Hell no, I ain't take no money.
Right.
That's the first lie I'm finna tell.
And not only that, Steve, Michael Cohen has known the president for over 10 years.
How can all these people be going to jail around the president and he don't know a damn thing? Everybody he brought up there is in jail.
Right.
That's what makes
They all work for him.
Yeah. All right.
Get out of here.
Coming up at 34 after the hour, guys. More on politics and Michael Cohen's testimony right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Michael Cohen, the president's former personal lawyer, testified before the House Oversight Committee on Capitol Hill. He's been convicted for previously lying to Congress as part of an investigation into Russia's alleged involvement in the 2016 election. Republicans have repeatedly questioned Cohen's credibility and suggested his only reason for agreeing to testify is to help himself. Michael Cohen warned the GOP/Republicans not to protect the president. Take a listen.
I did the same thing that you're doing now for 10 years. I protected Mr. Trump for 10 years. And I can only warn people, the more people that follow Mr. Trump, as I did blindly, are going to suffer the same consequences that I'm suffering. And when Mr. Trump turned around early in the campaign and said, I can shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue and get away with it, I want to be very clear. He's not joking. He's telling you the truth. He said, you don't know him. I do. I sat next to this man for 10 years, and I watched his back. Everybody's job at the Trump Organization is to protect Mr. Trump. Every day, most of us knew we were coming in and we were going to lie for him on something. And that became the norm. And that's exactly what's happening right now in this country. And it's exactly what's happening here in government, sir.
Wow.
Boom!
Okay.
Ooh, that's
I didn't get to watch none of this right here.
Oh, it was so good. It was so good. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe everything he said.
Everything.
yesterday.
Because why would he lie now?
He has nothing to lose.
Yes.
Nothing.
He's already going to prison.
God, I wish Trump had to sit in there while all this was going on.
Oh, you know he planned to be out of the country now.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, this guy, if you don't think that all of this is orchestrated, if you don't think his team, they knew for a month that this was his testimonial date.
Yeah, Steve, right.
They put this summit together within the last 30 days.
How
Come on,
convenient.
man.
Yeah.
Let's go over here and try to do something good to distract from his testimony. If you don't think that they're that cunning, you don't understand how these people are who have money, man. And I'm telling you, man, Jesus.
And Steve, you're so right. I was kind of mad at the Democrats, though, because I just didn't feel like they were going for the jugular. Like they
just being dirty.
Yeah, I just, because
go
it's
for it.
Yeah, it's a fight. I mean, this is a fight. Let's go. Let's meet the Republicans.
We don't want to hit them
the
too
same,
hard now. Let's be
aggression,
nice.
But they were trying to get information.
They
Republicans
really
were emotional and just kept trying to defend the president. And I think that's why Michael Cohen said what he said. Okay, you see where your loyalty going to get you. Y'all just going to keep riding with him.
Right.
See what happens.
Didn't Cohen say he would take a bullet for the president?
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's loyal.
Wow, Steve.
That's ride or
the
die.
hell, man, let me
That's
tell you
ride
something.
or die right
that ain't
there.
no
That's what
bullet
I'm
he took.
saying.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. It's my family I'm taking bullets for. My family.
Oh, Tommy, you're his nephew.
You better take that bullet.
But that's loyalty, though. I mean, that's loyalty right there.
But he lost everything because of his loyalty to this man.
And who didn't show him the same loyalty, who abandoned him.
They better take heed to what he's saying.
Yeah,
They better listen, man.
And Cohen is due to report to prison in May for his 3-year prison sentence. Yeah. And he knows he's got to face it.
I've seen it all yesterday.
And I thought he was really concerned about his family. I really felt that he was very much concerned about his family.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think he's playing with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
His wife and his kids, yeah.
Yeah.
And I could, some people said he wasn't remorseful. I saw remorse. I did, you know.
All
All
right.
right.
He was cried at the end.
Yeah, he was.
He's
Yeah, he was
you know,
crying,
man.
yes.
I know you probably. I don't know how people gonna tell. I like the dude.
Yeah.
I like the dude. I know how he can get in that position.
Oh, yeah.
Doing his job, staying loyal. You know, man, they play that game. The money game is like that, man. Them boys in that big money.
Brutal.
Especially that what he doing. Because he getting his money, the art of the deal. Read that book, man. Hook, crook, steal. He don't care how he get it.
Right.
This is not a moral guy. It's not a moral guy at all.
All right, we got to go, Steve. Up next, it is the nephew with the prank phone call coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. Subject, my fiance is jealous of my bromance. But right now, the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. What do you have for us today, Neff?
It's happening all over the country, Shirley. It's happening. We got to get some control on it, all right? This right here is cough control. Cough control.
Cough control.
Like cough?
That, yes, that.
What?
All day at work,
sick,
that.
They sick.
Then you shouldn't be there. Cough control. Let's go.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Carla, please.
Yeah, speaking.
Hi, Carla. It's Herschel James over in Human Resources.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing today?
Not bad. What is this call
Okay.
about?
I'm sorry?
What is this call about?
Well, I got a complaint that's been sent to us that we want to try to address and see if we can handle this in an orderly fashion. You've been over in the client services department for what, last 3-4 years now?
Almost 5 years.
Okay. We're getting some complaints, Carla, about you. I don't know if you're sick, but you seem to be coughing quite a bit, and there's people on that floor that are starting to complain about it. Do we need to give you some time off? Tell me what's going on with you.
Oh, no. There must be a mistake. I mean, I had a cold for a couple of days. That's it. Yeah, I can't imagine.
Have you had a extensive cough that's been going on longer than a week or two? Have you been coughing a lot?
I don't count how many times I cough. I don't really understand. There were complaints.
Let me tell you what we're going to do, because you've been with us a long time, and we understand that the weather has been bananas, and we want to make sure that everybody's accommodated. Now, what we've come up with just to try to accommodate everybody, we're going to move you right now. I know you're on the 4th floor, so we're going to move you to the 7th floor in the next couple of weeks. That's kind of where it's kind of like an area where there's more coughing people up there.
No. That won't be necessary. I'm feeling much better. I've been at the same spot the entire time I've been with the company. I don't need to be moved to the 7th floor. I don't need to be moved for any health reasons. I'm doing fine. I'm good. You don't have to worry about that.
Hang on. Let's slow down a minute, Carla. I understand where you're coming from. I know you don't want to be moved because you've been there and you're probably comfortable where you are. But they're asking that you wear one of the surgical masks for 2 weeks until we get you up to the next floor.
No, wait, you guys can't just move me. How are you gonna just move me without asking me my side of the story?
Well, you're coughing out of control. Well, listen to me. You got, there's people, and I'm sure they're probably
who's complaining about me. Who?
Well, it must be the people that are actually right around you. I'm hearing she's spreading germs. They think you have the flu. But some people are saying it's disgusting. You keep coughing and coughing.
Even if it was the flu, which it was not, that doesn't last for months. I am good. I'm all set. I had a little cold, but not enough to be moving me.
Okay, well, let me tell you what it's doing. It's creating a real hostile environment is what it's doing.
Hostile? No one said anything except maybe a God bless you once when I sneeze. I don't understand why anyone would take this to human resources. And you said you guys want me to wear a mask?
We're going to need, as of tomorrow, starting tomorrow. We'll have that at your cubicle tomorrow.
No, that's not. You guys can't just have me wearing a mask the night before. I've never seen anyone wear a mask.
It's a
I'm not the
surgical
first person
mask.
to
You
come
wear
to
that for
get
2
sick.
weeks until I can get you upstairs to where that's the coughing floor. We'll have you up there where people are coughing and nobody's going to be complaining about you.
That doesn't sound very hygienic to me. You're gonna put
Well,
me in
it's not. But it's not hygienic of what's going on your floor. You're coughing and the people are complaining.
Right now. Let me tell you something right now. I'm going to appeal this decision. I'm not going to no 7th floor. I'm not wearing a mask. I feel good. If you guys want some health records, I can provide that for you. But y'all ain't going to have me moving and acting and looking crazy just because somebody said they don't like that I cough. We all cough in the winter.
Okay, Carla, let's slow down. Okay, I want to try to help you as much as I want to help.
You want me to slow down, but you're the one talking about moving me, making me wear a mask in the morning. Like, that's not right. None of that's right.
Okay, Carla, if you can't put the mask on tomorrow, I'm going to have to ask you to not come in tomorrow. Now, that decision is up to you.
No, that decision's not up to me because I want to appeal the decision. Who else can I talk to? Because this conversation's not. This isn't.
We'll have this meeting next
crazy.
week. I will let you know when it is, but you can't come in until we have the meeting at this point.
No.
Okay?
Oh, so am I going to get paid days off?
You're not getting paid days off. You can come
No,
in. You don't want to wear
I
the
can't
surgical.
talk to you anymore. You're
you
not
have
talking
to wear the
sense.
surgical mask.
You're not
darling.
making any sense. I can't talk to you. All right? You're going to piss me off. This is not right. None of this sounds legal right now. I need to talk to somebody else because I can't right now.
Do you want to wear the surgical?
No,
Will you
I'm
wear
not
the
wearing
surgical tomorrow?
surgical
That
mask.
is the way I can allow you to work tomorrow.
No, I'm not wearing the mask. Stop talking to me about a mask. I'm not sick. What I'll do tomorrow is I'm going to go talk to a damn lawyer and my doctor and give y'all something else to think about.
Okay. Well, here's what we'll do. I will schedule you a meeting at 11 o'clock. It looks like we have something available of Wednesday of next week.
No problem. Listen, you keep your damn meeting. The meeting we'll have is with the lawyer because I'm sure this is civil rights, a violation of something. You can't do this.
Okay. Would you like our lawyer to call your lawyer?
I'm getting off the phone with you. I need to go get some legal advice. I can't be doing this with you right now.
Okay, well, before you go, now, would you like to know who's complaining about you?
Yeah, a matter of fact, I would like to know who. I want to know exactly who the is complaining about me.
Okay. Tommy is the one that's saying that you're coughing all over the place. You don't put your hand over your mouth.
I can't hear you. Who did you say?
Tommy.
There's no Tommy on my floor. You have the wrong person. Like,
no, I don't.
That's not
Tommy,
me. There's no Tommy on my floor. No Tommy ever complained about
you. Tommy is a 100% that it's you.
That doesn't make any sense because there is no Tommy on my floor. I don't even know a Tommy.
Do you know a nephew Tommy from Steve Harvey Morning Show? Do you know him?
Oh, my God.
Carla, you just got pranked by your coworker, DeVita, baby.
Oh,
DeVita just...
Oh, my God. I'm sitting here having hot flashes, stressed out, about to fry and looking on the internet for a lawyer. I can't.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Like, I'm mad at you. Why'd you got to take it that far, though? You went so far.
Hey, you got to tell me this. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
Listen, it's the Steve Harvey Morning Show, that's for sure.
You know, we got a couple people on this show that need a mask over their mouth, with some cough control. There's a few of y'all on here.
Oh.
I'm not finna say that because we got to work together, but we got some people need to be on the cough control. We really
just
do.
Say it.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to start that.
But you said that.
Oh, king of pranks. You gonna prank somebody about it.
Have you had it on the plane where the person next to you just don't stop?
I hit my flight attendant button. Get him.
What they gonna do, Junior?
I don't know, but he can't be here.
But if you're in the middle, you messed up. Ain't no way you can go. Ooh, the middle tough. It's jumping off tonight. The Nephew is at the Arlington Improv tonight. Are the only tickets left. Friday night, 2 shows. Saturday night, 2 shows. Those are gone. The Nephew is in the building tonight. Tickets on sale right now. Arlington Improv, right outside of Dallas.
All right, thank you, Neff. Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it will be the Strawberry Letter. Subject, my fiance is jealous of my bromance. My fiance is jealous of my bromance. Don't hear that word a lot, bromance, but we'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And listen, if you need some advice on your dating situation, your relationships, some sex, work, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air. And they're always fun to read.
Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, sir. Subject, my fiance is jealous of my bromance. Dear Steve and Shirley, I've been engaged to my fiance for a year, and I love her dearly. When we met, I had a lot of female friends, and I let those friendships die down a bit out of respect for her. I remained really close with my best friend, though. He and I have been friends since we were 11 years old, and we've been through a lot together. He lives in a different state, so we talk and text a lot. But now, that's a big problem for my fiance. She listens to our conversations when he calls. She goes through my phone and reads our text messages, and it's getting to be too much. We don't have passcodes on our phone, so the other day she read texts between my best friend and I, and he said that he loved me. I texted back, "Love you too, bro," because he was going through a little situation at work. She commented on that, but I laughed it off and told her to put my phone down. Then he sent me a birthday card and she read it and commented that she had never seen a man send another man a birthday card. I couldn't take it anymore, and I went off. I told her it was completely normal to have a bromance in a brotherly type of way with a best friend. She was not trying to hear it, and she demanded that I end the friendship with him. She also does not want him in our wedding as my best man. To avoid conflict with her, I haven't really addressed the situation yet. She does not trust me at all, and I cannot start a marriage off like this. She might have to worry about me having a best. She might not have to worry about me having a best man at this point. What can I do to get this woman to stop insulting me and let her know that making demands on me is not cool? Please help. Wow.
I was there to the birthday card. Birthday card.
Well, oh, there I go coughing. Well, she's got issues. She's got issues, okay? That's how I see it. And please know that if she's this possessive now, it's going to only get worse when you guys get married. This is who she is. I mean, I don't think... I'm just going to say it. I don't think you two are ready for marriage just yet, because where is the trust? You mentioned it. She doesn't trust you. Where is it? I mean, she doesn't like you talking to him. She doesn't like you guys texting each other. He lives in another state. She ear hustles when you're on the phone. She's judging your friendship, or as you call it, a bromance. And now she's trying to stop him, or she's demanded that he not be your best man in your wedding. I mean, you know, I'll be honest with you. I don't know a lot of guys who send each other birthday cards, but I do know guys who wish each other happy birthday. So I don't see anything wrong with this. She can't demand he not be your best man. That's not her call. It's yours. I mean, I don't know how old you are, but you guys have been best friends since you were 11 years old. He probably is like a brother to you, and a brother to whom you can say, "I love you too, bruh." I think you guys, you and your fiance, need to get in some sort of marriage counseling ASAP, because if you don't and go ahead and tie the knot and get married, I don't think this situation is going to work because she clearly has a problem with your BFF. Clearly she does. Steve?
No, this is a huge disaster that I'm reading right here. This is really, really bad. And I mean, it's bad on so many levels. First of all, we're not talking about a female friend. Right. We're talking about a guy friend. Now, she's the jealous type to begin with. So the man ended all his female relationships, let them die down. He got rid of all the females. Mm-hmm. But he done had this boy in his life, his partner, since they was 11. And they done been through a lot together. He live in a different state, so we talk and text a lot. He out of state.
Right.
Damn. So they talk and text a lot, and that's a big problem for the fiance. She listening in on the phone calls. She go through your phone, read the text. We don't have passcodes on the phone, so the other day she read text between me and my best friend, and he said that he loved me. I text, I love you too, bro. The other day, I told Ricky Spade I loved him. Yeah. In a text, dog, I've been knowing this dude. We was line brothers. We players together. Dog, I do love him. Dog, me and this dude was up in some real situations. So then I got some friends that we've been friends with since we 4 years old. Mm-hmm. We text each other. We 60-year-old dudes. Manny's 63. Everybody else is 62. We all the same age. We've been friends. Manny and Rick grew up in Pampers together. They've been on the block since they was babies. We moved there. The rest of us got in at about 4. We've been knowing each other 58 years. Them my dudes. We text all the time. We don't text every day, but we text all the time. Them brothers call me and tell me, I love you, man. I hear what they saying about you. Don't worry about that. We know the truth. We love you, dog. You need us to roll out there, let us know. That's what I be getting. Mm-hmm. They love me and I love them. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, she commented on that, but you laughed it off, told her to put my phone down. Then he sent me a birthday card and commented she'd never seen a man send another man a birthday card. Well, I ain't sent nobody no damn card.
Right.
But we group text each other on everybody's birthday because when you grow up together, the first one to become a teenager, man, he came for a day. The first one to hit 16, he came for a day. The first one to hit 18, oh Lord. We've been in this contest our whole life. First one to hit 21. Then after we 25, then we stopped after that because hell, ain't no more markers. So I don't understand. But we do send those little birthday cards that explode when you open it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, why?
Yeah. That's so cute, Steve. Look
Damn,
at you.
Little dude.
Yeah.
I didn't send it, Shirley. I just said that. I don't even know how to do that.
But it's cute.
When I hit a text and explode, like my boy Butch, now he know how to send that. It explode. We be joking with him. Hey, man, you texting too damn like a little girl. Now you exploding balloons and stuff. And we laugh, but we all want that. Now, she got a problem with that. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to tell you the real problem when we come back. She don't want this dude to be the best man at the wedding. Oh, Lord. When we come back, we now have a major problem.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right, we'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 after the hour. Steve, subject, my fiance is jealous of my bromance. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. My fiance is jealous of my bromance is the subject. Let's go.
Let me swallow this water first, Shirley.
All right.
Okay.
Now,
this show is so real. This is reality radio right here.
This lady is jealous of her fiance's relationship with his boy. Well, she overly jealous though, man. She don't like y'all talking. She don't like y'all texting. She read y'all texting. The dude live out of town. Damn. Yeah. This ain't a girl. Now, if you question whether man gay or not, then that's what you really trying to say. Mm-hmm. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, it is.
Now, that ain't what the man's saying, but damn, lady, you up on him like it's just like you. If you convinced about that and you don't want to marry a gay dude, then why you marrying him? Just go on where you going, if that's what you think he is. But he telling you in so many words he ain't. Now, this ain't about gay or not gay. I'm just throwing out the other obvious option that I see in this damn letter. Mm-hmm. But this woman crazy, man. Yeah. You done cut off all your friends. You can't do a birthday card. And now, he said, I couldn't take it anymore. I went off. I told her it was completely normal to have a bromance in a brotherly type of way with a best friend. She wasn't trying to hear it. She demanded that I end the friendship with him. Wait a minute. What, lady?
That's crazy, right?
Hey, man, you can't pick my friends. Marjorie can't pick my partners. Dog, I've been knowing these dudes. I know when they come around, they say some stuff that ain't really that cool. I told you they were going to say it before they came out here. I told her. I said, hey, baby, now listen to me. These cats I come up with now, they a little bit different. Mm-hmm. They still hood. They ain't finna change. All right, Steve. Okay, Steve, but he crazy, though. I told you that before he came out here. You know, you the same one I told not to force me to go to my damn niece's wedding, and you made me take my ass up there to my niece's wedding. Now you in here talking about we got to get out of here. No, we ain't finna get out of here. We finna watch them all this fiasco like I told you. Now this man ain't finna end this relationship with his boy. Nope. Dog, and that's wrong of you to ask, man. But to avoid conflict with her, then she also don't want him in our wedding as my best man.
That's crazy.
Okay, that's crazy. So who gonna be his best man except his best man? You tell him got to end the friendship and he can't be in the wedding. Man, this ain't gonna be much of a wedding for this dude. Now to avoid conflict, I ain't addressed the situation. She don't trust me at all, and I can't start a marriage off like this. I got news for you. You damn sure can't. Mm-mm. Because let me tell you something. The only thing that changes after you get married, and I've said this before, the preacher told this to me, is the appearance of your left hand third finger. Yeah. So, partner, you marry this girl if you want to. But you finna be in an abyss, brother.
It's finna be a funeral.
Dog, you finna be on a boat and the Kraken gonna come up out the water and you the only one he gonna snatch off the damn boat.
Wow.
You going down with this one right here. Man, I was talking with a dude today. That's how he was married before. Mm-hmm. He described his marriage. He said he was married to the Kraken. He said, man, she just come up out the water and snatch my ass off the boat. Dog, this dude, wow. I said, damn.
Wow.
Dog. He said, man, it was like living in an abyss. Mm.
Wow.
And there's a scripture, and I've asked Shirley to send it to me before, but it goes to the tune something like this. I'm not quoting it exactly, but New Translation. It is better to live on the corner of a rooftop it is better to live on the corner of a rooftop than inside the house with a quarrelsome woman.
Yep.
Come on, boy.
Mm-hmm. Brother,
you know how hot it is on that roof? It's better to be up there on the hot roof.
Hot roof, thunderstorming, blizzard.
It's
better to be up there on the corner of that roof than inside the house with for real, man, than with a quarrelsome woman. That's the scripture. You finna walk into the hellfire, boy. You finna purgatory.
Yeah.
Okay, so now she might not have to worry about me having the best man at this point. What can I do to get this woman to stop insulting me and let her know that making demands on me is not cool? It's past making the demands on you. She's telling who your friends can be. Mm-hmm. She's telling me who your best man is. She wants you to end a friendship. What woman really wants her man to end a genuine friendship when most women know how important it is to have a good friend? The Bible says a friend is often closer than even a brother. Mm-hmm. My boy, let me tell you something. My boy Greg Calhoun, Greg Calhoun was my dude, man. He was closer to me than my brothers. That scripture is true. So now my wife loved Greg Calhoun.
We all did. Yeah, absolutely. He was a great guy. He really
because
was.
All of you saw what he was to me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Dog, I never saw nobody stood for me like this man. I ain't seen it.
And
now Margie gonna say get rid of Greg. No, she said whenever you going to play golf, take Greg with you. Cause she loved him. Cause she knew what he stood for. He stood for his family, his wife, his grandkids. You go with Greg. She heard him talk about me. Mm-hmm. She said, Steve, that man loved you. So I love him. What woman wants her husband to get rid of a friend when they so hard to come by?
Well, she didn't like the fact that he said, love you too, bruh.
Bruh, you know how many times I'd have said that? Dog, my boy Big Blue called me. He said, I love you, man. I said, I love you too. Now, we ain't say man, but we said it. Mm-hmm. We used another word, but, you know.
It's close to it.
Yeah. They got major problems.
Hey, man, this ain't counsel. This walk out, bro. I'm telling you right now, get out of this. This ain't counsel. No, I'd leave.
You would just leave, huh?
this is the biggest warning shot you can get. You finna marry her?
Yeah.
Man, you finna walk into hell, partner. You going to Hades.
We got to go. Listen, email us or Instagram us your thoughts on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM. Coming up in 10 minutes, our girl from the talk, the one and only Sheryl Underwood.
Proverbs 21:9.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, Carla's reality update. But right now, Steve, introduce our girl from the talk.
Sheryl Underwood.
Steve Harvey, man, listen. Chicago about to make history because a black woman gonna be the mayor.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
That.
Yeah, that's about to happen. Yeah, hate to say it, but the Daily Dynasty is over, you know, because the other brother didn't even make it through the primary or whatever they be doing over there. This is the most excited Shirley Strawberries since we elected Mayor. You better say you knew I was gonna say Harold Washington. You knew it.
Yes.
You knew it. And now we gonna have two sisters gonna possibly be the mayor. One of them, I'm not even gonna say which one I want. I'm just excited that it's happening. And don't y'all think that sisters is really showing themselves in politics? Don't y'all think so?
Definitely.
Like that sister that rolled her eyes when old boy was talking smack at the Cohen hearing and everything. What's her name? Plaskell?
Yeah.
And she rolled her eyes like, you need to shut the
Thank God the Democrats can walk and chew gum.
Yes.
The one that said that, yeah.
Let me tell you something. Well, I got to give it I'm a Republican, and our side was whack. Our side was going along to get along. Oh, my God. I was so embarrassed for our party. I went and started talking to a statue of Ronald Reagan. I was so embarrassed for our party.
You stupid.
But the Democrats was on fire. They say ain't nobody asking nothing about what Trump done did, and it's Cohen telling the truth. And when the dude broke down that every mob case, every RICO case would you have to give everybody back their stuff if they didn't have somebody to turn. That was that dude. That dude.
Oh, they said that.
Yes, they said
yes.
Surely.
It was good.
I told you
said that.
I told you that, Steve. Yeah, they said that.
I didn't. But see, I said the same thing this morning. I didn't see that part. But that's what I was saying, man. They tripping.
That's what we was telling you, Steve.
That's right.
They said the exact same thing you said.
That's crazy, man.
That's right. That's ain't it crazy? The craziest stuff. But want me to tell you what else is crazy?
What?
Dennis Rodman say he want to help Trump get the Nobel Prize. Ooh, turn my mic off right now because I'm about to say want to help him get the Nobel Peace Prize
because he's over there with his friend Kim Jong-un.
And they probably drinking that Crown Royal straight because ain't that what Kim Jong-un's drink?
Dennis gonna mess around and his ass gonna be a hostage.
With the dogs.
You let him keep on. Your tall ass gonna be in a prison somewhere messing around with that little crazy ass man.
That's what I'm talking about. For real, for real. Hey, wait a minute. Let's talk a little entertainment. Well, I guess the investigation ain't gonna really get R. Kelly the way some people want, but child support is close behind.
That's right.
Baby.
That's right. That's right.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
get him in there.
Get him.
$170-some worth of. How many children you got? Dang. They about to get it. Child support, you can't escape child support. You might be able to lawyer up around some things, but you're not going to be able to escape child supports. Hey, anybody watching The Masked Singer?
Yes, girl. That's
Don't
a
say anything, Cheryl. I got it with reality update. Don't
you
it.
do? Oh,
yes.
I guess two of them. I would just like to applaud myself, Tommy and Juniors, for being one of the clues. Remember one time they thought I was old now.
That's right.
Yes,
Cheryl.
they did say
that. That's right. They sure did.
That's
Cheryl.
when you know you famous.
We're going to send Harvey on this, Cheryl.
He needs to be on there because he can sing. Steve can sing.
I know Steve can sing. Do you know how I know Steve can sing?
Stop trying to talk me into crazy stuff.
Because Steve used to be in the High Towers, coldest group in TV. Sorry.
It's the funk hits the fan, Cheryl.
Listen to me.
Come
you
on,
better speak on it.
Come on, get with me. Yeah.
You know what, Steve, you should go on Cedric's show, The Neighborhood, and reunite.
Well, that's all right.
Ooh, that's that.
He's having a moment, Cheryl.
Is he having a moment?
Yeah.
He should go on The Neighbor. Don't you think he should go on Cedric's show, The Neighborhood, and they reunite?
Anytime you reunite them two.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go on the show in the fall.
Oh, you gonna go in the neighborhood?
Yeah,
that's gonna be good. You know what I told Cedric? I said you need to fall asleep watching Sanford and Son and let me play Anna Esther.
You a
fish-eyed fool. that would be
Cheryl,
so fun. But
funny.
don't tell it. You gonna tell it, Carla? You gonna tell it what happened?
Yes, I'm gonna talk
happened?
about the winners of the Mask and Reality Update.
Okay, that's gonna be good.
Okay.
Can I say one thing?
Yes, of course. Say it.
When Michael Jackson died, all the discussion is over for me. That's all I got to say.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that's all. That's for real. That's how I feel about it.
I'm going all the way. This is a bunch of bull. You know, man, y'all had plenty time to come with this. This is about money, about this documentary. It's so. I mean, I hope Oprah light their ass up.
I'm pretty sure she will.
Cause Oprah, you know what? Oprah's a smart interviewer.
Yes,
man.
absolutely. That's right.
She ain't that. Hey man, let me tell you something. Oprah Winfrey gonna be prepared. See, when she do them master classes, they come in there, man. I've done one with her. Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Why you say it like that, Steve?
Hey, dog, because they prepared. They ask you
do their research.
everything.
Yeah.
Oh, dog, they got information. You can't come on that line.
Yeah.
Now, you coming in here with a book about lies? Oh, she done her research.
Hey, Steve, like she got that dude that was supposed to be on drugs, remember? And he wasn't really, he had lied to her.
Oh,
remember that
Million
book?
Little Pieces or
Little
something,
Pieces,
the
that's
name of that
right.
book, yeah.
So did. Look, I know how prepared you got to be when you be with Oprah. I went to the Weight Watchers, didn't know they had homework, very upset with myself.
You failed the Weight Watchers homework.
Yeah, man, I didn't know
homework.
Sure.
I didn't know they had homework at the Weight.
Sure.
Huh?
Are you doing something with weight?
Yeah, I am. I'm trying to, yeah. Wow, what's about to happen?
No, I'm just asking because we want to promote it.
Oh, well, okay. Let me talk to you offline because I can't give up the liquid potato. Now, if you can get me to do that, I'll be a dime piece by the time.
He's so crazy.
That liquid potato. Yeah, that liquid potato, man.
Potato.
Yeah, that's the man I can't let go of.
All right, Cheryl. All right, Cheryl. Thank you so much as always. We got Carla and her reality update coming up next.
Oh,
right
I
after
want to
this.
listen.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Tommy, let's go.
Get ready, y'all. She is here, Carla Farrell. Reality update.
Thank you, nephew. All right, here we go. Last night, season finale of The Masked Singer. It's a reality show. It's a singing competition show hosted by Nick Cannon. We love the show. Everybody in the country is
good.
watching this singing competition show. So, last night, season finale, we learned the celebrity identity of the last three singers: the bee, the monster, and the peacock. So in third place, so you know the audience got to vote, the studio audience, they got to vote the ranking of the final three contestants. So in third place, the bee came in third place. Who do you think the bee was? Some people thought it was Anita Baker.
LeBron James.
No, it was a female. Some people thought it was Anita Baker. Some people thought it was
Caitlyn Jenner.
What did you say, Steve?
He said Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, gosh.
I didn't watch
Well, is he
show.
right?
I don't know.
No, he's not right. The bee was Gladys Knight.
Gladys Knight,
was
baby.
the bee.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, she looked so good last night. And she said the reason why she did the show was to reinvent herself, just trying new things. So it was really, really good. She's a legend, and all of the judges.
So let me ask you something. So the contestants, they actually sing?
Yes, these contestants, they're in their costumes and they get to sing. It's over a 12-week period, and they're singing and they're kind of competing against each other.
And you don't know who they are.
Yeah, you don't know who they are. You kind of think you know by their voices, and they give you clues. All right, so second place, the peacock. Donny Osmond was the peacock. Donny Osmond, yes, he was the peacock. And the winner, the monster.
Drum roll.
A lot of people thought it was CeeLo. Some people thought it was Jamie Foxx.
I thought it was Jamie, Carla.
Okay, the monster. The winner was T-Pain. T-Pain was the winner. He fooled everybody.
He can sing.
Yes, and that was the thing. That's why he
T-Pain, the
said
rapper?
he
was dog.
He was
He
the
can blow.
Steve, yes,
Really?
he was singing the whole time, and he said the reason why he did the show was because when he first came out on the scene, the whole auto tunes and the voice box and things like that, so people didn't think he could sing at all. So he turns out to be a really good vocalist. So shout out to T-Pain. Yeah.
Damn.
Yep. So, some of the other contestants throughout the season, the deer was Terry Bradshaw. The unicorn was Tori Spelling.
Nah.
The alien was LaToya Jackson Jr. So the winner receives bragging rights, and then they get the golden mask trophy. And so there you go.
That's why we're telling you to go on this show, dog. It's
Steve,
fun.
you would kill. Oh,
It's
you would
fun.
be so good on this
I
show.
didn't know it was his walk be too cool.
No,
No,
Chicken soup.
No, you could. They could come up with something good like Tommy Chong. Remember Cheech and Chong? He was the pineapple on the show. Antonio Brown from the Steelers. He was the hippo. So they could come up with some great costumes for you, Steve. I think you would be so good on this show. You really would.
And you can keep that costume and do what they had in that letter we did yesterday, the furries. What's the name of it?
The strawberry letter, the furry fetish.
Yeah,
Where you
I
going
won't
with
be
this?
bringing that to my house. I can promise you my wife ain't finna do that. Like,
But
she
you
ain't
would
finna
have
do
fun
nothing
on
to
this
that.
show, though, dog.
No,
You
no,
would,
no.
because you can sing a little bit anyway.
Yeah, you could sing, and they would be totally shocked. Yeah, folks would be totally shocked. So anyway,
And
that
dog,
was,
and sit down in your costume and play the piano too, and then
that would
sing.
blow
That's
'em
gonna
away.
throw 'em, dog.
yeah, that will blow more. You have to give them little hints throughout the season who you are, and people can, they can kind of guess, but you don't reveal yourself till the end if you make it each round.
Okay,
So
so I
it's
could
so
give hints like
Cleveland.
Really?
You can say whatever. Like Gladys Knight, one of her hints was a peach. You know what I
do
mean?
like a pimp.
No,
Moving
you
on,
have
let's
to do
switch
something
gears.
like Baker Mayfield.
I don't
That's your
know.
boy.
I don't know.
No.
I don't
Why would
understand
you
how
say
that.
that?
That's Cleveland.
Cleveland. No, I got
Yeah.
where you were going with
You know
it,
what I'm
Tommy.
saying? That's the hint.
All right, let's move on. So I got a question for you guys. Let me break this down. Joe Budden, he was mad at Safari because Safari didn't tell him that Safari's current girlfriend is Erica Mena.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Joe Budden, his baby mama, his current girlfriend is Sin. Do you guys remember that Erica Mena and
Yeah.
Sin used to date? Y'all
Uh-huh.
remember that?
Oh, yeah.
On Love and Hip Hop New York?
New York, uh-huh.
All right. So all of them, the whole crew, they went on a trip. You know they go on these trips, Steve. They went to
They went to
Costa
Costa Rica, right?
And
yeah.
fight.
Yes.
And fight.
Yeah, they would, and argue and all of that.
Yes.
Right. So Joe Budden, he was upset at towards the end of the trip with Safari because he said he asked Safari, was Erica coming on the trip? Joe said that Safari told him, no, she's not coming on the trip. So now Joe is saying, yeah, but Safari, I'm looking on social media. I see pictures of Erica chilling at the resort, even though the group never actually saw Erica Mena there. So
Okay.
Joe was very upset. He was going in really, really hard. He talks very passionate anyway. He's kind of in your face when he talks anyway. So he was ready to fight Safari and all this and all that. So my question to the guys, the fellas, do you think, and Safari's point was, I ain't got to tell you nothing. I ain't got to tell you,
So
where I'm
Safari
going.
is a girl.
Safari is a guy. Safari is a guy. His current girlfriend is Erica Mena. Joe Budden is dating Sin, his baby mama. Sin and Erica Mena had a relationship. These two women had a relationship.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Hey, Carla,
Okay.
have you heard that they're supposed to be married? That they secretly got married? Safari?
Hey,
and,
yes, I've heard that as
yeah.
rumors too, as well, Shirley. So the question to the fellas is, do you think Safari should have told Joe that his girl Erica was coming as a heads up for Joe and Sin?
Not
Do
if
you
we
guys
ain't
think
friends.
it?
I ain't telling you nothing.
They are friends, though. That's the thing. They
That's,
are
that's how
friends.
Joe was upset.
Yeah.
Yes, because he felt like if Nicki Minaj, Joe was saying, because Safari used to go with Nicki Minaj. So if
He
Nicki
don't
Minaj was
know
there-
that his boy dating her.
Yeah, but he didn't know that she was bringing him on the trip because he told him he wasn't at the time. That's
No,
that's
he should have
his
got a
point.
heads up on
Yeah,
that.
I agree.
That's
Yeah, man,
Joe's.
you got to
Heads
go.
up.
Hey,
Hey,
partner.
ask the fellas.
Just so you know, I'm bringing. Yeah, you got to do
Yeah.
that. Though.
I'm bringing
Yeah,
your
yeah.
girlfriend ex-girlfriend,
That's
which
heads
is
up.
my current girlfriend.
Yes.
That's respect.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ain't that crazy?
That's crazy.
Yeah. That is
I'm
crazy.
bringing your girl's ex-girlfriend, who my girl now, on a trip, and all four of us going to be sitting around looking crazy. Man,
I don't even want to do this, actually. I don't want to go.
Man, get the hell out of here.
That's why she asked the guys.
That's why I asked y'all. All right. Hit me up at Lips by Carla. We can talk about it socially. Shirley, we'll be back at 20 after.
Yeah.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Carla,
Yes.
before we went to break, we were talking about Love and Hip Hop New York,
crazy,
and Safari and Erica Mena, who are a couple now, and it's rumored that
Yes.
they're married. You were talking
Yeah.
about it in your reality update. So, and
Yeah,
you asked
so
the
I-
guys a question. Yeah.
Right, Shirley. I asked the guys a question. So, again, to review, Safari, Erica Mena, they're dating, or we don't know if they're married, but on the show, they're dating Love and Hip Hop New York. Now, Erica Mena used to go with Joe Budden's current baby mama, his girlfriend.
fiance,
Or fiance, or whatever. Her name
What's
is
her
Sin.
name? Sin. Okay, well, that fit.
Like Cynthia. Sin.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Sin.
Erica and Sin used to.
They used to date.
Yeah.
That was
They
I was
used to date.
confused.
Yeah, they
That
had a
was
relationship.
And
Yeah.
so Joe Buttons is the other dude.
Yes. He is
And
Sin's
Safari.
baby daddy.
They partners.
They partners.
Yeah, he is
Yeah,
Safari.
Safari
a
and
friend.
Joe Buttons.
Yes.
Yes.
Erica and Sin used to lay around with each other.
They used to date. Yeah,
They
they were
used to date.
couple.
I said
Yeah.
that.
So,
Yes.
so,
Yeah.
so,
Ooh, I need a
So
drink.
they went
so
on a
on
trip.
the trip, I got to worry about where my woman going. Is
Hell
she
yeah.
going with this other woman? And
Y'all going
So
to the
when she-
spa for what? Huh? You ain't going to no
hollering
damn
about?
spa with her.
that's 4 hours, ain't
And
it?
all this couples massage and all that. You ain't finna do that.
But you would do the same thing with if it was a dude.
Y'all finna get in the same water
Yeah.
crazy.
and do what? You ain't going down there.
All they got is a
Wait,
towel
hold on,
on.
hold
That's
on,
all they wear is a
excuse me?
towel, ain't it?
Oh, excuse me? Excuse me.
I'm down.
You going shopping where?
You can't leave the room.
You ain't going shopping with her. Down there trying on clothes.
Yeah.
I wish I would look over there and see y'all in the same fitting room.
I know you're not that insecure that she can't even leave the hotel room.
Better not
Steve.
go no damn way.
What you mean you go into the bathroom? Our bathroom? Who in there?
But I am with the guys, though. I think Safari should have told
The
him.
hell y'all
Just give
doing
him
down there
yeah.
on that beach all morning? Walking.
Yeah, walking
Yeah.
and talking.
Yeah,
She walking
so
all close to her for. I saw your arm brush her arm.
Oh my God.
but the issue was that Safari did not tell Joe
Yeah.
that he changed his mind about Erica coming.
What you
But
knocking sand off of her for?
Will you stop?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sand on her ain't your business.
You're saying on her butt.
Crazy.
Make no
Joe
damn sense.
felt like
I
when
can't even
Safari
enjoy
changed
this
his
vacation watching y'all
mind. Are you quite done?
sitting up in here.
We can't get our room on the same floor. It's got to be. Well, you got to be on the opposite end.
But they were already there. She came later.
Yeah.
Erica joined the group later.
Because it's
Who is
what-
it?
Move.
Who is it? Who is it?
Girlfriend.
Who is that? It better not be who I think it is. Oh, hey, Joe, what's happening, man?
Joe Budden, baby, what's happening?
Y'all are stupid.
I'm finna take a shower. I'm finna leave this door wide open. You need to be where I can see you. Okay? It ain't gonna take me long. I'll be out in a minute.
I
Hey,
didn't know they
Safari.
were this insecure.
Safari, I love to go down and have a cigar with you, but I can't.
Why?
Why can't
You
you?
know good and hell well we can't leave them two up here.
We need to smoke in the room.
They're over. They've broken
Yeah, that
up.
was
They're
past.
done.
That was in
Yeah,
the
that's-
past.
They're
They've
done.
moved
I don't care.
They're over
I had
now.
exes I've been back to.
All right. You guys, get it together. They're going to be all right. Everything's fine. All right, look, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this. You guys are crazy.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Michael Cohen, the president's former personal lawyer, testified before the House Oversight Committee on Capitol Hill. He's been convicted for previously lying to Congress as part of an investigation into Russia's alleged involvement in the 2016 election. Republicans have repeatedly questioned Cohen's credibility and suggested his only reason for agreeing to testify is to help himself. Michael Cohen warned the GOP/Republicans not to protect the president. Take a listen.
I did the same thing that you're doing now for 10 years. I protected Mr. Trump for 10 years. And I can only warn people, the more people that follow Mr. Trump, as I did blindly, are going to suffer the same consequences that I'm suffering. And when Mr. Trump turned around early in the campaign and said, I can shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue and get away with it, I want to be very clear. He's not joking. He's telling you the truth. He said, you don't know him. I do. I sat next to this man for 10 years, and I watched his back. Everybody's job at the Trump Organization is to protect Mr. Trump. Every day, most of us knew we were coming in and we were going to lie for him on something. And that became the norm. And that's exactly what's happening right now in this country. And it's exactly what's happening here in government, sir.
Wow.
Boom!
Okay.
Wow, I didn't get to watch none of this right here.
Oh, it was so good. It was so good. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe everything he said.
Everything.
yesterday.
Because why would he lie now?
He has nothing to lose.
Yes. He's already going to prison.
I wish Trump had to sit in there while all this was going on.
Oh, you know he planned to be out of the country now.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, this guy, if you don't think that all of this is orchestrated, if you don't think his team, they knew for a month that this was his testimonial date.
Yeah, Steve, right.
They put this summit together within the last 30 days.
How
Come on,
convenient.
man.
Yeah.
Let's go over here and try to do something good to distract from his testimony. If you don't think that they're that cunning, you don't understand how these people are who have money, man.
And Steve, you're so right. I was kind of mad at the Democrats, though, because I just didn't feel like they were going for the jugular. Like they
just being dirty.
Yeah, I just, because
go
it's like,
for it.
Yeah, it's a fight. I mean, this is a fight. Let's go. Let's meet the Republicans.
We don't want to hit them
the
too
same,
hard now. Let's be
aggression,
nice.
But they were trying to get information.
They
Republicans
really
were emotional and just kept trying to defend the president. And I think that's why Michael Cohen said what he said. Okay, you see where your loyalty going to get you. Y'all just gonna keep riding with him.
Right.
See what happens.
Didn't Cohen say he would take a bullet for the president?
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's loyal.
Wow, Steve.
That's ride or die.
Man, let me
That's
tell you
ride
something.
or die right
That ain't
there.
no bullet
That's what I'm
he took.
saying.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. It's my family I'm taking bullets for. My family.
Oh, Tommy, you're his nephew.
You better take that bullet.
But that's loyalty, though. I mean, that's loyalty right there.
But he lost everything because of his loyalty to this man.
And who didn't show him the same loyalty, who abandoned him.
They better take heed to what he's saying.
Yeah,
They better listen, man.
And Cohen is due to report to prison in May for his 3-year prison sentence. Yeah. All right, coming up next, our last break of the morning, Steve Harvey's closing remarks, and we'll be right back at 49 after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we go. Last break of the day. This has been a good morning. A lot of stuff to talk about this morning. Wow, that Michael Cohen testimony. Whew. And then he'll do
7
another
hours
one.
plus.
He'll do another one today, right? But this will be behind closed doors. This will be
doors.
private, yeah.
No, he's exhausted.
Yeah, he has to be. That's
7 hours. yesterday.
over
That's a
7
long
hours.
time.
Yeah,
Over 7
with a
hours.
grilling like he took from the
But
Republicans.
he was cold though.
Yeah, he was.
Yes.
He had his
not a
thing
punk.
together. He's a lawyer. The dude was strong.
He was
Yeah.
better than Kavanaugh, I tell you that.
Yeah,
I actually liked the dude.
Yeah.
he was believable and everything.
Sincere.
I would really think he picked up a lot of fans after this.
I respect him for standing his ground.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, we're ready, Steve, for your closing remarks.
Well, today, man, is something that I was that was brought to my attention. I told you I do my morning meditation, and this morning, man, I got up a little early and I was going over some stuff, and I was doing some reading. This Christian, what am I saying? This lady on the job gave me as a Christmas gift.
The devotional?
Yeah, this devotional book. And the name of the book is Jesus Calling. But when I talk to people of all faiths. I'm not trying to ram my belief down your throat. I believe that God is real. I believe that there's one God. So, you know, what you call him is your business. But that's just my belief. There's one God. We serve him in different ways. It's not my judgment call to make a call on anybody's way that they choose to serve him. As long as you serve the true and living God, that's all that matters to me. So I'm talking to everybody. But one of the things I was learning today, and I don't know if some of you, well, yes, you are, because we're all guilty of it. And it's something that I learned, that we all have to stop judging and evaluating ourselves. I want you to understand what I was reading this morning and learning, that we all got to stop judging and evaluating ourselves, because that's not your role. Your role is not to judge or evaluate yourself. And I do it all the time, man. But let me tell you what it does. And also, not only are we not supposed to judge and evaluate ourselves, here's the big culprit. We should all stop comparing ourselves to other people. That's a huge danger, man. And once again, I'm guilty of it too. This one was a tough one for me to learn. To not judge and evaluate yourself, because I was always taught to self-evaluate yourself so you learn how to improve. But if you self-evaluate yourself to where it's a detriment to you moving forward, you're doing yourself a disservice with your evaluation. Because in your evaluation, if you find yourself comparing yourself to other people, what this does is, when you compare yourself to other people, check this out. It produces feelings of pride or inferiority. This is what I learned this morning. Because if you notice it, if you compare yourself to people who, let's say, got more than you, dress better than you, and live in a better neighborhood than you, and make more money than you, then guess what? You sometimes produce a feeling of inferiority, and you are not inferior to this person. But here's the other one. If you compare yourself to somebody who has less than you, you develop a sense of superiority, and you ain't superior to nobody. Man, God knows what he's trying to teach us. That's the cold part, man. And like I say, look, I ain't no perfect Christian. I ain't the dude, man. I'm just telling you real how I'm trying to get better in my life, in my walk as a human being on this planet while I'm here. I'm just trying to better myself with the stuff that's coming my way. And if I can share with you all what I'm learning, man, then that's just my mission. Those of you that don't accept it, I ain't ramming it down your throat. Turn your station. Do you, dog. Go where you going. I ain't trying to be mean to you. I'm doing uplifting, empowering stuff. I ain't telling you to join in with me and hate this or hate that. I'm saying these are things we could do. If we stop judging and evaluating ourselves, and if we stop comparing ourselves to other people, because guess what? God made you uniquely you. He tailor-made you. Everybody's different. Your path, your walk, your journey is different from everybody else's. Stop letting people put you under their microscope too. You know, well, when I did it this way, this is what I did. You doing it that way, you wrong. They don't know. They don't know. And you don't know. But here's what I do know. We are all uniquely made by our Creator. He made all of us. This is how different we are. Do you know that God is so powerful that there are no two human beings with the same fingerprint? Hold up, man. Wrap your mind around it. What is it, 6-8 billion people on the earth? And none of them have the same fingerprint? There have been billions of people who have died, and ain't none of them have the same fingerprint as you? That's how unique God made you. So why are you comparing yourself to somebody else? Put your focus on him, what he trying to do with you in your life, and go on and have yourself a great life. Stop comparing yourself to other people. It's like putting your fingerprint up next to theirs, talking about, look at how much the same we are. You're not. And God intentionally made you that way. And that's a good thing. You being different is good. Those are my remarks today.
Drop it.
I like it.
You better speak, boy.
Yeah.
Just get with yourself, dog.
That's right.
Speak up in him, boy.
Oh, get with you.
Yeah, I love you.
Come on, man. Do you. If you just put your focus on you, that's, man, your best chance to succeed is...
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.